For beetroot, following other ingredients you're going to need: 500 gram beetroot, peeled, cut into batons, blanched and the stalk reserved. 1 medium onion, chopped. Salt to taste. 1/4 teaspoon turmeric powder. 1 teaspoon red chili powder. 2 tablespoon vegetable oil. And 2 green chilies thinly sliced. So we'll get cooking. We'll start with about 1.5 tablespoon of vegetable oil. That's a dessert spoon, it's not a tablespoon, that's why I said 1.5. Really heat the oil. Okay, as the oil becomes really hot, warm, we'll add about 1 medium onion chopped. Saute that lightly and add a pinch of salt. I'm not coloring the onion, but just to sweat it quickly. And also about 1 green chili, either chopped or slit you can do. And we don't need to color the onion, which is an easy thing. You just have to lightly saute, stroke, sweat. And sweating means just getting some moisture out of the onion. Make them a little limp, otherwise they'll be very crunchy. And these are all very earthy flavors which work well. I have not used any whole spices in that. And there are actually very few spices which, in real terms, from the whole spice arena, there are very few whole spices that would work really well with beetroot. So I would say stick to powdered spices and the dish will be a lot more better. Using mustard seed curry leaves is always there, but it can become very challenging. Okay, look at that, it's nicely sweated, very light. That's all you want. You want this onion to go a little limp. And I will add beetroot. And as I add beetroot, I'll add the red chili powder and the turmeric powder. And I'll add a little bit of cooking liquid, which I had preserved from blanching. And we'll just let this liquid either thicken a bit or evaporate. Another flavor which actually works well with beetroot, and I've tried it within this recipe, I have cut batons of apple. Any apple, cooking apple or Galia or Granny Smith, whichever one you prefer to use. Just cut them in the same way as you had cut the beetroot and cook them with the beetroot. And apple and beetroot actually go really well. The flavors are sweet and nice. Quickly check the salt. Need a little more salt. Suspected that. And you know what? Believe it or not, this dish is done. So I'll be back to serve this in a moment. So before I dish it out, let me quickly tell you how I went on to make this dish. This is how I started. I started with about 1.5 tablespoons of vegetable oil, then added onions to it, sauteed onions, and about 1 green chili which was chopped or sliced, and sauteed till the onions were limp with a pinch of salt. And then I added beetroot, which was already blanched and the liquor was kept aside, sauteed the beetroot for about a minute, and then I added the powdered spices, which were about 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric powder and about 1/4 teaspoon of red chili powder, and again a pinch of salt. And I cooked it all together, adding with a little bit of cooking liquor of beetroot, and it took about 2-3 minutes, no more than that for me, to finish the cooking. Now I'm ready to serve, garnished with coriander cress. Look at that, this whole onion and everything is painted in beetroot color and stained in its flavor. It's all rich and nice flavor. Beautiful. And garnish it with nice coriander sprays to go on top. And that's it, it's done.